Welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real with Sir Ken. And I have my guest here with me. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is still Uche Odopota for short.
The OG, even before IG. Yes. And today we have a wonderful topic for you guys because after the last episode that we did, there was so much questions people want to ask. People were like, "Oh, they really love how you answer the questions," and it was so direct, and impressive.
Thank you, guys.
So, but now, somebody, there was a comment I saw,
Okay.
and the person was like, "Why is it that so many girls are rushing into movie? Because he or she feel that girls going into movie now is just to sell their face. Once they know their face, and they start using it to be doing hookupy."
Okay, so you're asking me my opinion to that?
Yes,
my take
it's
to that.
like is a common thing people say a lot. What do you think about it,
Bruv?
Mm.
The audience listening to us, I like you to know this, and this is Uche speaking sincerely and making it real. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In everything everyone does, there's a selfish interest.
Mm.
In whatever business, in whatever venture, in whatever movement, in whatever relationship you're getting involved in, there is something for you.
Mm.
So whatever your visions are, there is something driving you towards that vision, and the equal to of that vision sometimes it's money.
Mm.
So I'm not a woman, and I cannot answer 100% for women, but if you say
yes, now based on you are in the industry,
yes,
and I believe what prompted that question was the fact that you said that, if you remember in the last episode, you said you're on set and a honorable was driving by and he now saw the lady.
Yes.
You understand? But you have been there. Your face is known more than. But because the fact she's a lady.
And they didn't buy me spare tire.
They did not buy you nothing, but they bought the lady car. You understand? Now, don't you think that's the reason so many ladies are going into movie industry?
Well, I tell you the truth, and where I was going to before you asked me to redirect it very well, it's straight to the point that, yes, it is correct. People will come into the movie industry because of the equal to at the end of the day. They will come into the industry not because they feel that they have a talent in acting or they have a passion towards acting, but it becomes a means to an end for them.
Wow.
Yes, that is not out of place at all. Out of 10 of us, there might be 6 or 7 that is in that bandwagon, and what they do basically is just to the industry, get what they want, and become who they want to become. Okay? So, yeah.
So it's safe to say that some of them, not all, some of them going into the movie industry have a different agenda, not the fact that they want to be a movie star.
Obviously, yes.
That's crazy.
Obviously. Because after all, how do you define the fact that ladies will go to an audition dressed in such a way that is very provocating, and you know that men are men and they will always be men. It takes discipline and self-control for you to put yourself in order. If you see certain things standing right before you, So, and what are they doing? They're trying to push themselves towards this man. And some go the further forward to ask them, what hotel are you staying? I like to come and take you out. I like to do this.
Where
I like
the female artists.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. That reminds me. That brings me to this next question.
Yeah.
Is it true? I heard from a source, which I'm not going to tell you guys my source.
Of course.
I heard from a source that some of all these female artists, some of these marketers, producers, and directors used to pimp them out to all these businessmen, rich men, and politicians. How true is that?
Well, I can't not vouch for that. I cannot I cannot make a statement to that effect because I am not a marketer. I have never been a marketer. I'm not a woman either, and I have not seen it happen. Speculation, is it possible that it could happen? It's possible it could happen. It might be more decent. It might not be like pimping. It might be calling it an escort. It might be You know,
escort another form of ashawo.
I don't know what you are saying. No, it's not my. It's not from this my mouth that you hear that roundabout is one way. Yes, so
no, because that anyway, let's not paint words, but that is there's so much going on in the movie industry, and people tend to
yeah,
speculations, as you said.
Of course, and I really don't blame them when you see some of my colleagues changing cars by every birthday, and and you hear people fighting and saying, okay, he snatched, she snatched, and she snatched, she didn't snatch. It was just friendship and all that. When all those things keep coming up, you now begin to wonder what is really, really going on.
Yeah, there's one I had recently that's going on allegedly. I'm not calling names, so
I didn't date there. I did not date there.
Allegedly, I heard that so person snatch. You like taking people's ex, but it's ex now. You like snatching people's boyfriend and all that because it's so crazy. Why is it? Because you will see an artist, if mostly female artists, they'll be on set with you. Maybe they're shooting with you.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Maybe they're shooting in that production for five days, and in that 5 days, 3 different guys with 3 different cars will come and pick them.
Yes,
and
it could be for meetings or or brand meetings. Pitching for brand ambassadors.
Yes.
It could be anything.
Business.
It could be anything. And this is Lent, so they could just want to drive them to church to do Station of the Cross. So I'm just saying that it could
technically
it could be anything. Yes, it could be anything. And if well discussed too, anything can still happen.
Well discussed.
Yes, yes, well discussed.
You get it.
You get it. If you don't get it, you forget it. It's not by my us and we that you will know.
Okay.
Because we're not there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is there's this thing that is so like the story is just everywhere. We're not hitting the nail on the head because we never catch anybody. We never see anybody. So whatever we are saying is allegedly or hearsay, even if we know.
Yes.
But we cannot, come direct. Yes. But there's something that has been going on in the Nollywood industry.
Which is?
Somebody, an upcoming artist, was saying that. So, but, I cannot verify.
Yeah.
And I want to get other opinions about it. Okay. Why is it that I'm putting it to you directly as an OG in the industry? You've seen it all. Why is it that there are so much lesbianism and gayism in the movie industry?
Well, the truth to that I could say to you is that we live in a different world right now, and the only problem why we're still frowning at such things is because we're Africans with a culture and a way of life. But truth be told, in the Western world, we all have seen it right now that things have gone the other way around. It's not the way it used to be before. Things has fallen apart. The center is not holding as he ought to have holded because now there is so much right to what you want to be, who you want to be, and when you want to be, what you want to be. So he allows people that liberty to, so they say, some of them are saying they're rediscovering themselves. Because after all, in the world right now, I could see you tomorrow and you decide to be answering Miss. I hereby be known and addressed as Mrs. Kelly. So that's what it is. So I don't know. Well, there's nothing I can say about it, and there's nothing I can do about it. People have a right to be who they want to be. Once they're not hurting me with it, once it's not affecting my relationship with them when we're working.
True. Yeah, but I don't have a problem with those people because now them, they're adults. You understand? I can't tell people how to live their life, and I cannot, But my problem is when you want to use that as a yardstick to oppress others, in the
Aha.
sense that some people are always complaining,
Being
like
bullied.
you see like a producer that is into it.
Yeah.
If a male actor comes and the person is talented, you say, "Come and meet me in room." So.
Mm.
If you don't come,
That's the end
no
of your
role
career.
for you.
Yeah, okay.
And even in the with the ladies too, you see and maybe like a senior artist
Mm-hmm.
will see a young girl that is talented,
Mm.
that she can give opportunity to show herself, but want to take advantage of her
Yep.
in that same aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where me, I know I have problem because a lot of people are complaining. Oh, so person want to give me role, but she
There's a
say if I
condition.
don't do this, all those conditions, like how do you think we can handle that, tackle that?
Well, the only way to handle that is, if my advice to you is that if it's you that is involved and it's not something that you're cut out to do, please take a walk. If you lose that job, another will come.
So it's not a do or die
It's
affair.
not a do or die affair because,
Mm,
again, there's force
mm,
from the other person to this other new initiative, you understand, or somebody that is
mm,
being initiated and all that,
mm,
then the full weight of the law will come to place. But if it was a mere discussion,
mm.
there's nothing we can do about it. It's an offer and acceptance. If you want, you do. If you don't want, you don't do.
Nah,
You know,
be careful.
all the very behuge. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and okay. In view of that, there's something that is also, going around
Mhm.
that people have been also been complaining about. You will see mostly like the female artists.
Well,
They used to have so many girls working with them.
mm,
And some of those girls, by the time they fall out with those female artists, you find out that those female artists used to pimp those girls to other men.
yeah.
Like, have you heard of that before, or what do you think about
I haven't heard about it, but again, I've lived long on this earth to know that everything is possible.
it?
As much as I've not seen proof for it, I've not heard about it.
Mm,
There's no smoke without fire.
mm,
Anytime there's a rumor somewhere, look deep down. If that rumor is not directly what it is, there's something on the surface.
there must be an atom of truth.
There must be an atom of truth. That's
Mm,
correct.
mm. Okay. It's in the entertainment industry you hear the word fake it till you make it. Why is it that in this entertainment industry there are so many fake
Fake it.
lives? Fake people everywhere. Why?
Well, if it's not magic, why is it on African Magic? So the truth is, we live in a social media, internet activated, motivated world, and everything we do is on the tube, and there's so much of bling bling. After all, when we finish shooting movies and the editors does
Magic.
they do magic and they do color grading and all that. When they do color grading, is to balance the color and put a little bit of light here to shade the other place and bring a little bit light to the middle and make it finer. So these other people, what they do too is that they are all repackaging themselves.
Yeah.
They are repackaging themselves and doing all sorts just to be relevant.
Ndị Igbo na-asị ụwa ka mma na film.
It's like what it means is that life is better when it's
On set.
on set.
But you see somebody, if you see them, the way they package themselves, by the time you go close to them, she they don't get. Is that not fake life?
It is.
So okay, now, all right. What is the benefit of that in the movie industry?
Well, tell you the truth, like I said in the other time we had an interview, there are actors that are deep actors. And there are actors that are surface actors. Deep actors are people who do not care about how you see them when they're not on set. They will do their best to look decent, but their best might not be your best. And they won't care. Then the shallow surface actors are the ones that would rather go and borrow and buy on credit just to impress, so that they'll be seen, they'll be noticed and all that. And at the end of the day, sometimes some of them live very difficult lives because to meet up that standard will be very high. You need to have enough resources to meet up a certain habit that you have formed. So we can't really help it. We can't really help it. There will always be people like that. There will always be people like that.
And I noticed that men are in the entertainment industry right now. When you look at the fashion world, men are trying so hard to be like the ladies.
Correct.
Before, ladies are trying so hard to be like the men.
Bam.
They want to wear men's shirts, men jeans. But right now, it's the other way around. Men are trying so hard to be like the ladies.
Even some of us are wearing skirts and high heels.
That is crazy. And some men, if on the movie set, before they go on set, they should put concealer and do makeup.
Oh yes. And they have brush to brush this, brush that. You won't believe it. Some senior actors do that too. So
that's crazy.
It's no longer powder and brush your beards or come down.
Crazy. So if you want to dive into the movie industry,
be prepared.
You be prepared. You understand? And just know that it's not a do or die affair.
Sure.
If whatever you're saying is not what it's not what you want, and it's not what you can deal with, you can call it quits.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's not a do or die affair.
Nope.
It's not a do or die affair. Yeah. So for the young people or aspiring actors that want to come into the movie industry, what's your advice for them?
Well, my advice for you, lady and gentlemen out there who aspires to become actors, is start preparing. I said that in our previous interview. Start preparing yourself now. Find yourself an idol of somebody who you respect so much, who's probably trained in, to an extent, did a course that it's somehow connected to the social sciences. Get that person to look through what you've done before and let the person critique you honestly. So when you get yourself prepared before time, you come to auditions and you impress the director, and obviously there's no two ways about it. Instead, you will not get the role you auditioned for. They will create something for you. So always get prepared. Know that you have to. An actor is the most informed human being on earth, because it's the actor that this minute he's playing a mechanic. The other film he's playing immediately the next week. He's playing a mad person who sits down in a garbage place and be hunting garbage and looking for things through the bin and all that. Yeah. And the next minute he's playing a bank manager. This same person, and all these things could be happening week after week in and week out. So, and the only way you can succeed in this is that anytime you get to a place, open your eyes, open your ears, close your mouth, open your nose, see, smell, hear, and then build in your mind, so that whenever you now want to come out with a result, you're coming out with a fantastic result that people least expect, because you are getting yourself cooked already and getting ready. Yeah.
That's beautiful. You've had it all. Yeah. From the OG himself. We've come to the end of today's episode of Keeping It Real with Saken. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and follow.